So we thought today we'd do a little bit about the individual horses on the yard. So we started off with Romeo. As we know, he's a lot of people's favourites on here. And so I thought I'd give you a bit of an insight of how he came to me. He is a 15-2 grey stallion by Winning Mood, and I've had him for 4 years now. 4 years that Romeo's been here. So I don't actually own Romeo. He's owned by a lady called Esme Bass, and she's been the owner for him since he was a 2-year-old. And she bought him for herself and for her to ride a little bit, and she broke him in and started him off and that sort of thing to begin with. He actually then spent a couple of years at a dressage yard, actually, would you believe? I'm not sure he enjoyed it too much. He's always a bit too sharp, and he actually loves his jumping. So anyway, he spent a few years at a dressage yard, and then from there he went to another rider who did a bit of show jumping with him. And how I managed to come here was basically Esme had another horse at the time which someone was riding for her, and they actually came to the yard for a lesson one day on that horse for Esme's, and Esme came along, and you know, I think we got chatting and we got talking, and basically at the time I had another horse called Gunner as well, and so we thought, oh, it's a funny coincidence, we both got grey horses called Gunner, yada yada. Chatted a bit more, and when it came down to it, Esme then came back and spoke to us and asked if I would want to ride him, which of course we said yes. I thought that would be great. Add another horse to my string, and so we weren't actually here when he first arrived. We were away that day, and anyway we came back the next day and we went onto the yard. So I looked in the stable and we were all a little bit confused because we thought it was going to be a horse, not a pony. So we all thought it was a pony to start off with, but he's just about a horse. He's not quite a pony, although I think you could get him measured in if you wanted to. So anyway, I sat on him for the first time. I was a little bit sceptical, you know, seeing how small he was, but sat on him for the first time and straight away I knew he was a fantastic horse, and he had loads of jump, and he really wanted to do the job. He really just enjoyed his jumping, and that's always nice, the feeling when you get one that wants to jump for you and wants to, you know, do the job and do the sport, and they enjoy it, because then it makes my life a lot easier to teach them things as well. So anyway, from that first time that we jumped on him, you know, he came here and he'd only jumped a couple of 105 and a couple, maybe a 110 as well. So he really hadn't done a lot when he came here. And you know, every level you step him up, every time you ask him to do that a little bit more, he just does it, and he's got all the heart in the world. And I think that's what makes him so special, because he's got that bit of stallion in him, he's got that bit of fight, and he's got the heart, the size that he does. You know, he just, no matter what you ask him, if you want him to jump a 160 Grand Prix, he'll try his hardest to do and do it. So I never expected him, you know, to actually go as far as he has done and be as impressive as what he's done. But he just gets better and better, and I think, you know, if you ask him to do that next level again, he'd do it because he loves it. But you know, he's 13 now, so he's getting a little bit older, but he has very low mileage. You know, he hadn't done a lot of jumping before he came here, so he's actually still very fresh, and he still loves the job, which is lovely. And yeah, so hopefully we can carry on as we have been doing and keep improving. So he's achieved a lot. The first time we've achieved a lot together, actually, me and Romeo. We got selected for our first Junior Nations Cup together, and we went to 2 of them. We went to Obblebeek and Veerden. We've won the under-25 class at Royal Windsor last year. We also have jumped clear in the first 2 rounds of the Horse Year Show Grand Prix for the last 2 years, which is one of my highlights, definitely. And yeah, he's just had consistent results the whole time. Like I said, I think because he's such a trier, you know, if you want him to go win a class, he's super quick, and he just tries his heart out every time you go in the ring, which is always nice.
yes! Look at the clock, 59.68, that's the fastest. And do you know what? The Stockdale boys have had quite a good day, haven't they, Joe? Because 59.68.
He's done it again. Well done, Joe Stockdale. On we go to the next of the British riders, and this lady has...
Describe Romeo in 3 words.
So I'd have to say Romeo is, first of all, very genuine. He's also very charming, he's a good looking horse, and he's definitely cheeky.
Yeah, he did.
Don't bite me.
I think he didn't like you. Okay.
Tell straight away, I had a really good bond with him. Really got along well in both our styles and the way he goes and the way I ride. And he's a very, very special horse to me because of that.
Okay, Charlotte, describe Romeo in 3 words.
I would have to say that he's definitely cheeky.
Yeah.
He's lovable, because he's my favourite. And very springy.
He's very special to me as he's the one I've had for the longest on the yard, and he was the one that really kicked off for me. Might just get that out as well because I don't want to break it. Right, I was really on a good flow on that one as well, Romeo. Never that. He's very special to me. I've had him for the longest on the yard, and he's really the one that sort of helped my decision to go into the riding. So he's very, very special for me. I've always had that bond with him. Right from the word go, we've sort of always got along with each other.